I'm not sure how this is supposed to help, but the wheel tells me what to do, I do it. Praise wheel.
It's back, baby. Yeah. Welcome back to the Skilled Builders Guild. Thanks again for watching. It's episode 6 of the Praise Wheel Build-Off. And here we are, week 6. Finally, I have my optic back. This is the H10 optic from Vanquish Products. Josh from Harley Designs and myself are taking these optic buggies and making them our own. But we're doing it with the help of the wheel. And that wheel is a vengeful wheel. At least for Josh this week. But we have to go back a few weeks ago to get this back up to speed. So while I was away, Logan from West Desert Wheeler was kind enough to spin the wheel for me. Roll the tape.
All right, here we go. Spinning for my episode. As long as it wasn't team. Hey, look at that. Oh.
So close.
Okay.
So here's the thing: you don't even know.
I don't know. So I guess I'm going to make you spin, and then I'm going to decide if I want that or if I'm going to spin again.
I have no idea how this is supposed to work, but
I don't either. I'm making up the rules as I go. That's fine. Matt's not here.
Hey, I'll take that. All right.
You know what? The thing, I am not, even as much as people would imagine that I was going to steal that, here's the thing. I don't want to steal that because I put that speaker box in the back of Matt's truck, which takes up all of the room for where the dig servos were.
All right.
So I'm going to let Matt have to figure that out.
And as you can see, I spun Can You Dig It? And if you watched the first part of this video, you know that I can and did. And unfortunately, I do not have a dig to add to this buggy this week. Time got away from me and I forgot that I needed to do that. And here we are the night before, and I should already have this video out for my channel members who get exclusive access to videos like this first, tips and tricks, how-tos, travel videos, all kinds of behind the scenes goodness. And if you are interested in any of that stuff, you should definitely consider joining the channel membership. Link down below. End of segue. Back to this. So while there should be a dig added to this, there won't be. I do, however, have a few other things I'll be doing this week. Small, minor things, because again, sort of time got away from me a little bit. Hey, there's another bolt missing from this wheel. Interesting. Have to add some more bolts. But before we get to that, here is the speaker box that Josh designed quite beautifully, I might add. Very 1990s, early 2000s. And it works really, really well. I'll get a battery in there. We'll play a track in a second. But yeah, it's darn good. It looks good and it sounds good. I'm going to have to figure out what to do with all this empty space back here. And in fact, I don't even know if a dig unit would fit, if I'm honest. He really kind of crammed it all back there. And I think that's where the dig would typically go, sort of where this is. So we may have to figure something else out. I am waiting on Josh, again, to get me some of the files for this thing, this speaker box doodad, so I can finish this out and actually get some LED lights going back in there. I do have some more modern LED solutions. I would really like to do some COB, chip on board LEDs, because they are a much cooler look. And I think I've got some space here for some brake or some rear light action, and then we'll do something fun with all of these guys. Maybe we'll add that Mitric RC whip antenna. That could look kind of cool on here as well. So that's something to think about. In the meantime, I did put on here so far this week, and there will be a couple other things hopefully, these Jens Cole 3D printed rear fenders for the H10 optic. I really like how this completes the whole printed body panel look. They are really, really nice. And they've got a really nice kind of like molded in detail here of sort of like an inner panel. It's really hard to see on camera, of course, but trust me, they're there and they look really great. I'm really impressed with those. Jens did a really nice job, or Yun, depending on who you talk to or where you're talking to them from. But it really is a nice bit of kit, and it does complete the whole look. I think it really kind of classes up this thing another notch, which I'm very happy about. But let's do at least something this week that's somehow related to this truck to add something to it. I don't know what we're gonna do. Jens is offering these as a file or also a printable option if you don't have a printer, and the fit is spectacular. He really did a nice job on those. They look really good. So if you're interested in those, there will be a link down below. And before we get to those bolts on the beadlocks, let's install a new servo. This one's from Reefs RC. This is the Raw 500 Black Edition. That's nice. That's a lot of power. 565 ounce-inches of torque at 8.4 volts. And typically, because this stock electronics typically wouldn't be able to handle 8.4 volts on its output, you can always add a Reefs BEC as well to go with this for maximum steering power. But because we haven't changed out that ESC and motor yet, which means we obviously will be doing that in coming weeks, knowing that this won't ever be able to go back to Josh, we're going to wait on that BEC until we get a proper ESC and motor setup. So let's get this servo installed, and then we'll see if we can't find something else to add to this truck. So this isn't just a total waste of an episode. All right, there we go. You can hear the speaker is working. It's sounding quite nice, I might add. Let's get some volume in there. I love that I'm playing a song that's always on these videos. It just works very nicely. The servo is in. I can't test it because Josh kept the radio again. Now he's got 2 of the radios from this project. I don't understand why he did that. I think he's bad at brain thing work stuff. Regardless, while I was at it and I was under the hood already, I did remove the Night Customs motor. And let me play that song again. Just get that one going again from the beginning. Yay. It's kind of handy having this speaker in here. Not that I would ever admit that to Josh. But yeah, I had to take out the Night Customs faux motor. As much as I like having that in there, it did interfere with the taller servos. So now we've got full travel on there. And also, while I was at it, I decided to add the Wiresex lights. Wiresex. But yeah, I love these front fog lights as headlights. I think they look really super cool in there. Very bright, very effective. Actually, you know what? They've got a little protective coating on them right now, but we'll clean that off. Maybe I'll add some yellow tint. That might look kind of cool. If you like that idea, throw a comment down below. You know I love reading through your feedback, and I try to answer as many of those comments as I can. And of course, if you're enjoying this video, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so you get updates anytime there's a new video from the Scale Builders Guild. Yes, definitely I think the yellow tint film would look really cool on there. Let's add some bolts, and then I think we're going to call this week done. It's a quick one because I literally have no time. Work is pulling me from all directions. So be happy you got a video at all. I will see it tonight, though, on the live stream at least. But yes, Jed's called for these really awesome rear fenders, which I really do think add a lot to the look of this truck. Wiresex for those headlamps, and Reefs RC for the Raw 500 servo. All a really great combination. Really does, you know, I'm just happy to have this truck back, if I'm honest. I really like it a lot. I really like what I've done. I think we're going to need to do a full Night Customs interior as well, though. It is a Night Customs livery truck. Should have the interior to go with it. No? Yes. All right. Let's get those bolts in and call this one done. For this week, anyway. We'll see you again next week.